Right, I think that's us live. Yes, it is. Right now to give Charlie the link to the stream. And by the time
Why give him a link to the stream?
Because he's requested one.
Where he can go away. I better get my hyperness out of the way.
Right.
And then do it
through Facebook. Probably the best way to do it. Just got to make sure that I get rid of the FOM stuff as quickly as possible.
Yeah, so send them a link after the FOM bit.
No, it's okay. It's alright. It'll be fine. I just need to remember to hit the A button as soon as it comes up. That'll do. Clicking that'll be quicker. There we go.
Oh my god. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
And
Oh my god. 1 2 1 2. Yes, that's working.
right, can you get rid of the echo, please?
Yes, I was just checking if it was working.
Rightio.
Well, if you want to count me down, you can.
No worries, Toms. Right, and now the important stuff. So, welcome guys to URL Season 2 Round 8 in the GP1 class. Joining us today in qualifying at the beautiful Baku Street Circuit. Joining me in the commentary box as always is Sammy. Say hello, Sammy.
Hello guys, and well, welcome to URL. And yes, one of the trickiest places as well, you gotta admit here, Andrew.
Yes, this is one of the trickiest tracks to overtake on, as I found out myself on the GP2 race, to the point where my brakes decided to cook themselves nicely, to the point where they suddenly decided that they didn't want to work anymore.
Yes.
So
will
yeah.
we see? The main thing is, will we see any of that happen today? Especially the 17-man lobby we have here, and one of the most competitive fields that there probably is in league racing. And we've already got a yellow flag. And
is it going to be someone at the castle section? It doesn't look like it, because I've just gone through the castle section with Gamer King and it looks fine. Best Thief is asking how my brakes cooked themselves, and the honest answer is I don't know. All I know is that suddenly I was losing 4 seconds a lap, so I checked everything on the car status, and basically my brake temperatures were at 1,100 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, surprising here, Bromson just came out, but surprising YT, and of course we always see Bromson do this almost every race, go a different tyre than anyone else. I think Gamer King is about to set a lap here.
Has been doing that quite a lot this season, basically.
Yeah.
Starting on alternate compounds and stuff. But anyway, we're on board with Gamer King, who I believe is going to be the first person to set a lap time as he starts his flying lap right now. And he goes through the first corner, clipping the apex nicely, but not too much, because you don't want to kick the back end out from taking too much curb. And always taking a bit too much curb on the inside there, I'd say, because I took a similar line like that in a couple of laps, and basically just lost me all my momentum going onto this DRS straight here on the approach to turn 3. Braking, now you want to try and spot a brilliant braking point here to make sure that you get the perfect turn in, as you now go into turns 5, I think this is. And now this one, I tend to brake not too late but not too early. You just need to time just right, so that you don't understeer wide into the chicane. now into the first sector split, and obviously he'll have the purple for that because he is the first person to set a time through there. Now the castle section, this is the bit where overtaking will not be possible, and he's binned it. Gamer King's binned it there, but it's kept on going. Somehow his front wing has repaired itself there. I'm not sure how that's happened, but it has. And what were you saying, Sammy?
Yeah, Noel and Pancake had to go back and pitch because they broke their wing on the outlap. So if I was a driver and have been a driver, I don't push in the outlap, which is hammering the wings, especially around street circuits, especially Baku, where the curves will basically put you in the wall.
Yeah, but luckily for Gamer King, it was a flying lap, so he needed to push hard, but unfortunately he probably pushed a bit too hard, which is why he lost the rear going through the castle section, which put him in the wall. Anyway, he still sets 146.5, but that is relatively slow, as AOR Charlie sets the first meaningful lap time on a 142.1.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but Dreadlight has set the fastest lap now with a 142.1
as well. None of these guys as quick as F1 Ben set in GP2 yet, though he did a 141, and I spoke too soon. Here comes WRL Hamilton, who obliterates Ben's time. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed here, but
it looks like Dreadlight's ran out of fuel here because it says that he's on low fuel mode. So yeah,
I was just gonna say, if I don't know if you noticed, but oh well, we have Alex.
Giu is retired. Let's have a look. That's not a place you expect someone to bin it. That is on the high speed, on the exit of the high speed left-right section, on the approach to the start-finish straight.
Yeah, before I got interrupted, but I was going to say, I don't know if you noticed, but Walton's not here today again. I don't know if he basically left the league because of the time difference, as he has to wake up at 4 o'clock, what I've been told. And one thing we have to watch out here is does Bromson and YT know there's rain for the race, because Bromson has normally gone in these different types of tyres because he knows there's going to be rain in the race. But let's see what our weather reporter gives us in the next couple of minutes, and we hope we get that data shortly.
And I suggest all drivers coming out of the left-right select section stay left on the exit of it, because there's a bit of debris in the middle of the road. And I remember in my race here on the 2016 game for URL in Season 1, I hit a bit of that debris, and that was my race over because it ripped my wheel off. And like, it wasn't even a bit of debris that you could see, but yeah, I think the drivers are going to have to be extra careful through there if they want to make it to the end of qualifying.
Yeah, well, that happened. Ben Siller set at 141.1. Surprising to see him, and I think he's improved in his driving ability since the beginning of the season, really, or since his first race, whenever it was. Especially especially yesterday, we saw his. Especially last week, we saw his wet skills come out in qualifying at Canada. And don't forget, one to watch out here. If Jigglypuff did win last week, if I remember rightly.
Yes, he did. I believe he did. Yes. I've just had word that Noel mucked up his lap, unfortunately. So it's a shame that we didn't get to see what he could do on this first run of qualifying. But now I think that's all the cars slowly heading back to the pits. It's IXI Robbo, or whatever his name is. Sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. So that's a 140.9. Now that is a very quick time. And Dreadlight and Crisco have crashed out. Both Crisco in the pit entry, which is an unusual place to lose it, and I didn't quite see where Dreadlight had lost it, unfortunately. His car respawned before I could see it. So
the left-handers.
One of the left-handers, okay, right, yo. So yeah, unusual place for someone to lose it on the pit entry here.
Yeah. And I'll just say no one has penalties yet, but we have had people validate their time, like Benzilla, Buffy Drake, Jigglypuff.
As Benzilla sets a new fastest lap with a 140.8. These times are getting really quick now, people. Do you reckon we'll see a 139 in quali today, or is that a bit too far-fetched this season?
I think we'll see a 140.5, but if someone has a really good lap like Benzilla, W.R. Hamilton, or Roberts, or don't forget one person out though,
Pro Glitcher could
Brompton,
possibly do
just
it as well, because he's
yeah,
one of our main
and
championship protagonists. So
yes, and Brompton, who has not set a lap yet on the super soft, so he's only 2 seconds off the leaders basically on his super softs, and we've just got Groundsy who joined the game, and I will not go on about him because he's a human.
I'll just also point out just a bit of helpful info for the viewers. LRL Bottas is currently serving a qualifying ban, and you won't be seeing him out on track in this qualifying session. So
Yeah, and while we see the 2 Williams come out of each other,
right, Noel's on an out
Chippy
lap
King.
here, so get ready for Noel to be putting in a very quick lap time as he would normally do. That's a bit of lag there on my screen there because it showed him wall riding there, but nothing to worry about there. I guess it's going to pump up into maximum fuel set. Always hit too much curve there on the entry. Oh, that's not good. Right, it shows that he's in standard. Yeah, there we go. Now he's in the max fuel mix set, and that's good. Now he's going to have maximum power down this straight, which is just what we like.
Yes.
Still getting people having a go at the pronunciation of his name in the chat, but we'll gloss over that just now.
Yes, oh well, we say it like that, but oh well, Noel going on his laps, he comes around the second corner, locking up both sides, and he's gone into the wall.
No, wait, no,
oh,
it's
no,
not.
It's
lag. Lag again, man. Groansy, if you are watching the stream, could you please not join this session, because I think it's causing quite a lot of lag here.
Yes, and you will get a penalty for joining the game, because you know this is a league race as you've just done GP2. But oh well, let's go back on with Noel. Let's hope we get no lag spikes.
He's had a bit of curve there, but then that could be lag because it doesn't look like it's lost him any time. So I think we've got quite a bit of lag going on just now.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on here?
My screen is gone straight on,
yes.
So... Oh, no,
yeah, it's lag. He's got a lot of lag going on here. What are the chances that he disconnects from the race again? That's got to be lag, surely. Is that lag?
Yeah.
No, I think this one's legit. Like I think this... No, this time he's actually spun.
Wow. That's unusual. From our point of view, as it's always lag, but you've seen a lot of people coming on their outlaps now. One person to watch now, Brompton, and one person that we won't be watching out for now, who could have set the fastest lap again, of Benzilla, who has either retired or he thinks it, or he's destroyed his car.
Hey, while Charlie's on an outlap, he's better. Yeah, he'll just make it across the line in time, I reckon. He's leaving it incredibly late though, Charlie, but then that might be as he clips the wall there, but then that could be lag as well. But yeah, Charlie's leaving it incredibly late here, but I think he's probably going to be the last person across the line to be able to start a lap.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there's plenty of time for people to get past.
Oh yeah, there's still 20 seconds. Never mind, I spoke too soon. As WRL Hamilton is... he's hit the retire button manually. Back to Charlie though, because I reckon Charlie's probably got a good shot of getting a good position. Excuse me, good grid position here, because he was obviously one of the last people across the line, which means track evolution will be on his side, which is always a good thing to have, especially on a very green street circuit like Baku. Benzilla's retired. I'm not sure what happened there, as has Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff's binned it. And people are going to have to watch themselves coming out of that corner there, I'd say. It's just like on the downhill before the end of the second sector, if anyone is in the race is watching the stream, just so that they can be prepared to take avoiding action. Jigglypuff's left the session, I'm not sure why. As YT5 moves over and lets Charlie through, which is very good of him to do. I think everyone's just hitting the manual retirement button just so that it saves time and all that. Noel is on a 154 at the moment. I'm not sure if... I think he just made it across the line to be able to do another lap But whether he'll be affected by that front wing damage or not is remains to be seen. But anyway, here comes Charlie going through the left-right section.
He's got no damage.
You need to try and make sure that you don't like steer too much through there, otherwise you'll kick the back end out and then that's it, game over. As Pro Glitcher gets provisional pole, and what's Charlie going to do? Charlie is up to P6, not the best of laps compared to his competitors, but still pretty decent time by his standards, because he's been
yes, and we
trolling around the bottom end of the field in the past couple of races. But yeah, that's the end of qualifying, and I'll pass you over to Sammy to do the end of qualifying results.
Yeah, so well done to Rob. We're gonna call him Rob. That be his commentary name, and blistering lap. We almost got close to a 147, but let's get on with the grid. Second place we have Pro Glitch, and then we have Ben Silla, and then W. Hamilton in fourth. And then Bromson, and then AWR Charlie, surprised to see him right up the field for qualifying. But then we have Gamer King, then Fluffy Drake, and then we have Carlos Sainz, somehow bagged himself an Xbox. And then we have Dreadlight, then Noel, then Crisco, then Chippy King, and then Jigglypuff. And I couldn't see who the person was after that, so I will tell you once we get in the lobby if we have Formation Lap on.
Oh my god, so much hype in the chat there. It sounds like Noel had to do it without a front wing there, which is unfortunate. So he's out of position,
he didn't.
But well, that's what he's saying in the chat, mate. So expect him to charge through the field, because he is a pretty rapid driver. So expect him to go charging through the field at some point. And now I believe we do have a formation lap on this race for some reason. I don't know why. I was just told to set it as a formation lap, so that's what I did. Don't fire the messenger.
Yes, and I'll just go through the orders again from P5 downwards. Then we have Bromson in P5, AWR Charlie in 6th, the Only Haas. And then we have Gamer King P7, Fluffy Drake in 8th. Clarky in 9th, and we'll just get on with the formation lap. And then we have Dreadlight in 10th, Noel in 11th, Frisco 12th, Gamer King 13th on a set of mediums, so he'll be going for a short stint there, probably on one stop. We'll be going for a one stop, so we'll go on our mediums to super softs. And then we have Jam Pancake on softs, going for probably a 2-stop there. Then we have YT5 who on super soft, so he'll be going to the mediums like the other runners. Then we have Alex Degu on soft, so he'll go for a 2-stop with. And then we have IRS Bottas, who one just got disqualified from the formation lap, and 2 who didn't set a quali lap because of his quali ban from last week for taking out the one of the leaders up. Be prepared to see him fight his way up the field, and this will be very close to mitt with these drivers here.
Yes, this is a very exciting race weekend we've got here. It'll be interesting to see if anyone has the bravery, shall we say, to try and move up the inside of the castle section. If they do have the bravery to do it, expect carnage to follow it, because it's not really an overtaking opportunity. But yeah, this is a good race here. I believe WRL Hamilton and Bromson are separated by just a point in 2nd and 3rd place in the standings respectively. So expect that to be a hotly contested fight if them two end up next to each other at some point. And having looked at the grid now, I can see that they're starting alongside each other. So yes, expect a bit of mayhem between Bromson and WRL Hamilton here. So yeah, well, let's get ready to race, people.
Yeah, as you said, it was a hot race. I can just say it is a dry race, what I've been told by our weather reporter, AWR Charlie, and who is racing, who is in P6, and he's been looking to get his points back from the last couple races that he hasn't had a good. He hasn't had good races from the last couple of weeks. I can put it like that, but I'm not the best at
I've seen
speaking.
someone
But let's get
asking
on
where
with.
Senna is, and unfortunately he's not made it this weekend, so we'll just have to race without him. And now the 5 lights are going on for the start of the Baku Grand Prix, and the 5 lights are on, and away we go! And it looks like a pretty decent launch there from the pole man, Rob, as he now defends this line going into the first corner. It looks like a relatively clean start. Oh, there's carnage at the back there. Didn't quite see who it was, though. We'll soon find out. And Noel is last. Ooh,
Yeah,
excuse me.
Noah's last, but he's going to get... Yeah, Noah's last. And,
Oh, what's happened there? There was a bit of lag there with him and Frothy Drake there. I'm not sure what happened there, but yeah, Noel probably had a bit of a cautious start to avoid any turn 1 drama, which was probably a wise move because there was something going on at the back end of the grid going into the first corner. So yeah, this lag
that happened, but
yeah, there's a lag spike there because now all of a sudden Noel is behind Frothy Drake when he was ahead. Let's go back to the front of the field though, and Pro Glitcher is hounding Rob for the race lead. Let's get ready to see if Pro Glitcher does anything into the first corner on the next lap, because that is probably the best overtaking spot here.
yes, if he's got an OP setup for like the straight line speed, he would normally go with a 2-1 wing, but Pro Glitch will be looking to get these points over his championship rivals of WRL Hamilton and Bromson, who can just go on board with Jam Pancake, sorry, and he's just passed Crisco, and I don't know if you noticed, but IRL Bottas has just made 4 positions in one race, 1 lap, sorry, and Crisco, there's an incident with Crisco who lost his whole wing. IRL Bottas almost went into him. Didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, he's gonna have
and then
to if he's lucky, he should be able to get a set of mediums to the end, but it will be a bit of a push to do that. But any other action on track?
Yeah,
we've got YT5 on the backside of Jam Pancakes here, which is looking pretty interesting.
Yeah, Floppy Drake tried to make the move on YT5 there, but YT5 closed the gap, so he wouldn't get the move. But he lost his wing there, YT5.
Oh yes, he has. That's going to put him under incredible pressure from Frothy Drake, but also Alex Dejoux and NW Noel is also closing in on this pack of cars here, so we could have a nice interesting 4-way scrap for 12th place.
Yes, this is a very close couple of laps so far, but the unluckiest person, Fluffy Drake, who's lost 5 positions, but we have a yellow flag. That might be the castle section. I cannot get it up for some reason.
No, it's not the castle
and
section.
It just disappeared.
It is somewhere up front. Trying to see. It might be Dreadlight because he's missing a bit of his front wing.
Yeah, Rob and Pro Glitcher pull away from Vencilla. We'll be looking to get Bromson, who is a second behind him, but we have another yellow flag.
The fastest lap of the race there onto the start of the 3rd lap. Now remember, since the esports update, they have added a DRS detection point just before the 2nd corner, which means that he will get DRS here rather than having to go all the way to the end of lap 3 like it was before the update, as LRL Bottas has crashed out, and that's one place that you do need to watch out for, because on previous F1 games, if you turn damage off in the sprint lobbers, you could just wall ride this section, but not anymore, people.
Yes, and don't forget, safety cars won't come out because the guys in GP1 had voted for safety car to be off because they think it ruins the race because of glitches, and then sometimes we don't have time to restart. But I've just seen a battle with Dreadlight and Dreadlight and Gamer King, who I don't know who actually made the decision. If anyone, yes, Dreadlight made the decision up before the castle. he will be looking to get Clarky, who's actually not that far ahead, but you cannot see him in front.
Clarky
No,
is right on the rear end of Charlie here. He's probably going to have DRS here. Charlie's lost a bit of his front wing bar. Yes, he has. So that's not going to help Charlie whatsoever. He's going to have to be extra cautious through this left-right section coming up, because if you have too much front wing damage, you can just understeer into the wall, and that will be race over pretty much. So Charlie's going to have to watch himself through there. And yeah, Clarky is right in the slipstream. He's just pulled out before the DRS is even required, because he had that much of a momentum on him. And now it's going to be a case... yeah, here we go. This is better camera angle. As we now have Clarky going round the outside of Charlie here. And that is a brilliant overtake there. That is just brilliant. But you do have to kind of feel that if there was no such thing as DRS, would he have been able to pull that kind of move off? Probably not is my answer. Pro Glitcher is still... Oh! And it looks like Robbie's made a mistake here. Rob has made a mistake as Pro Glitcher is all over him here. And
yeah,
looks
and
like... So go ahead, Sammy.
Yeah, and look behind him, and Ben Sinner's going to catch him up. But then we have a battle for P8 here with Gamer King and Chippy King. Gamer King just made the decision up on the well, I think the second longest straight on the circuit. And then they're coming up to the caster section, so it looks like Gamer King is going to pull away from Chippy King here. So he'll be looking to get AOR Charlie, who has just been passed by Clarky. Don't know if we saw that, but Pro Glitcher just lost a couple of attempts on him on the leader, but Ben Silla will be catching these guys up. Could Ben Silla pass these two on the straight?
I would just like to point out, though, from the GP2 race, those that said that they nicked Sammy's setup, they actually technically nicked my setup, because Sammy was using the setup that I gave to him. So if you had a good race, you can thank me for the awesome setup. As now Pro Glitcher is in the DRS here, I don't think he's quite got enough momentum to get past Rob here, which is unfortunate here. I think maybe Pro Glitcher either had a bad run out of the final corner, or he just doesn't have enough wing, or he has too much wing, I should say, on his car, which means that he'll have a lot less straight line speed, which is not good for a track like this, where you are on full throttle for a good, like, probably half the lap, I'd say. So, yeah, let's have a look, see what else is going on through the field. We've got Chippy King closing in on Gamer King, which is going to be an interesting battle here. Are they both in Williamsons? No, one of them's in the Sauber, so yeah, that's an interesting fight right there. Noel, I'll just point out, has made his way up to 12th place already, so that's pretty good for him. So hopefully he can get a nice points finish out of it, but he will have to basically close in on a lot of people. And one thing I've just realised is that Chippy King is on the medium tyres. Now, I'm guessing he started on those tyres. Let's have a look, see if it says stops. Yeah, he started on those tyres.
Yes, he did.
So he is going a long way in, and he's probably going to do a final stint on a set of supers if he can keep it going. As there's yeah, screen freeze right there for Chippy King, so he's probably going to lose a bit of time to Gamer King now, unfortunately. Here's the list of all the tyres that everyone's on, just for those that are wondering. I'm now going to have a look at the battle for the lead here, because Pro Glitcher is a lot closer to Rob this time around. So, so yeah, it looks like he is Pro Glitcher going to... Yeah, look at that, he's closing in on him quite rapidly here. He's going to pull out from the slipstream. I don't think it's quite going to be enough to get him here, but he can set himself up for a good overtake into turn 3 if he's careful here. Or if he...
You've left.
Yes, I know.
Yes, so it'll be a radio commentary like they do on Channel 5 or whatever. But Pro Glitcher looking for a gap, doesn't go for it yet. So he'll probably get it straight if... Oh, there's a bit of lag, so I don't on here. Yeah, problem is really lagging, and I cannot commentate over this.
I'd just like to thank AOR Charlie for taking time out of his race to invite me there as well, because he didn't have to do that when Sammy's here to do the job for me, to invite me back in, I should say. But thank you nonetheless. Hopefully that'll be me back in. Unfortunately, since I told my TV and broadband provider that I'm moving house, although I'm sticking with the same provider, my internet has taken a bit of a beating, shall we say, because unfortunately I have noticed that I've been getting kicked out of lobbies a lot and stuff, unfortunately. But anyway, back to the main action here. Pro Glitcher is now closed right up onto the back of Rob here, and now he's gonna oh, that's too much curb, Pro. Too much curb on the inside there. That's gonna hamper your exit onto the long straight here. So hopefully you can still get a nice slipstream and DRS to pass him. Yeah, I'm going to have to get all these stuff up again. Yeah, there we go. So, Pro Glitcher, he's in rich mix, and as you can see, he's overfilled the car quite a bit in terms of fuel, which is obviously very good. And he's a lot closer this time. Is he going to pull and move around the outside? No, but he's gone for a nice little switchback here, although it's not quite enough to get past Rob here. But, he's lost wing! He's lost wing! No! Pro Glitcher's lost his front wing. He's not going to be able to keep up with Rob now. That is just... Oh, man.
Yeah, he's lost his wing, but one person way bad. YT has just spun it, coming out the two corners after, and he looks like he's trying to destroy his car. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Don't know if you got it. Yes, he has just destroyed his car.
Yes, that is unacceptable, to be honest, mate. First of all, you can't trigger a safety car if that's what you were trying to do for your friends, because there is no safety cars. And two, don't just give up because you're having a bad race. As the rules in AOR say, if you're having a bad race, don't quit, keep going. You might pick something up if someone else runs into trouble. So yeah.
Yes, it looks. Yeah.
That
it looks like
pretty
Robert.
stupid, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you, but it looks like Robert's pulling away from Pro Glitcher now, so that
yes, that will be down to the broken front wing there, most probably. And I reckon that Pro Glitcher's probably going to have to worry about Benzilla behind him more than anything now.
Yeah, one person that surprising me, and actually two people surprising me, Brompton and W.R. Hamilton, who actually hasn't been catching up the leaders. I don't know. W.R. Hamilton has that damage, but Brompton hasn't. So I don't know what. I don't know if it's. Don't know if it's his favourite track, but yeah, Benson is a bit laggy on my screen because I have a glitch with his engine. But let's carry on with Pro Glitcher using a lot of curb there. Won't help his.
Nolan has made his way into the top 10 despite a bit of front wing damage. I'm not sure if that's just down to people pitting. Yeah, probably, because everyone behind him has pitted. He's last of the people that haven't pitted effectively, so I'd probably expect those that have front wing damage to probably change their front wing and take the penalty of having to lose time in the stops, because you lose a lot more time by not changing your front wing compared to you do change your front wing. Excuse me. Oh man.
Yeah.
Right.
Only
what have we got here?
closest.
Pro Glitcher, no. Benzilla? Yeah, Benzilla's pretty close.
Yeah, that's like the top three is like the closest battle here. But if I get that right, I think it is Brompton that we can see in the. If you look back of Benzilla, catching him up ever so
Brompton
slightly.
Is starting to catch. He's got a fully operational front wing, so expect him to start catching.
Yeah, but don't forget, W.R. Hamilton is actually catching him up. So if W.R. Hamilton was saving his tyres and he has plenty of fuel, so everyone does. Everyone does. Top 5 has plenty of fuel. Clarky doing good out in no man's land, driving by himself. He probably hopes that the people in front of him crash so he can get more points for AOR Charlie. Not probably the position he wanted. He'll be looking to charge down Clarky here for P6, but don't get, these guys still have to pit the top 10 if I remember rightly. They have to pit if I check. Oh, that's the wrong way. Yes, they top 10 all have to pit. So if Gaming King is on on a charge, could he get first? I don't know. He could get first. He could get first if he pulls some blistering laps here, but let's carry on with the leaders here. If I just get this right, Pro Glitcher is a second behind Thingy Bob now with
yes, that is no longer DRS territory, which is going to make Benzilla's overtake all the much easier. So that's something to watch out for.
Well, that happens. Jam Pancake destroys his car as the same place as I don't know, Bottas, if I remember right. No,
yeah, it looks like
wrong
it, yeah.
position. Oh, it is then. Yeah. So Pro Glitch will be looking to come in the pits now while we have some idiot just leave to the game. Pro Glitch, I would suspect him. It says to pit. He's going to pit on lap 10, so he'll probably pit exactly on lap 10 because his wing is holding up. But look at Benzilla right now, facing right back on the back of him, so he'll get the DRS if Pro Glitch doesn't fall into the pits.
He'll get it before, even if Pro Glitch does pull into the pitch, because the activation's before the pit lane. So yeah, that's is he going to be brave enough? He's having a look for it. Ooh, not quite though. Not quite. Ben is unable to make it today due to the fact that he is dying a very slow and painful death from HIV/AIDS. So yeah. Anyway, back to the action here. Benzilla's still right within DRS though, so will he have a pop at... no, he doesn't have a pop here, but I reckon he'll have a little look possibly going into the next DRS zone that comes up on the track on the approach to the finish line. And if he keeps this close, then yeah, he'll probably breeze past, like Pro was in a McLaren Honda and Benzilla was in a bloody Mercedes or something.
Yeah, I don't know if you just noticed, but Hamilton has just pitted on a set of
soft tyres. So that is very interesting.
Yeah, so he'll probably have to go to the end, but we don't know how he is with his tyres, but he probably will pit. He probably, I mean, will go to the end, but massively damages his wing. Sorry, but then we get the top 4 hasn't pitted yet, so this could be close, especially if people got to fix their wing with Benzilla be looking to get the best exit out of this corner, coming on the straight and be looking to get the DRS section zone, and he should do. Getting very close now, but I don't think he's gonna be close enough. But we don't know because this is the lap that it saves for Pro Glitch at the pit, and it doesn't look. I don't think he's gonna pit. Or yes, Pro Glitch.
Yeah, they're both going in the pit. Both going in the pits. They're both going in the pits. So yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, so none of them get a penalty, but then we get these
goes
wings.
Up to second here, and it looks like he's going to stretch out this set of tyres, which is a bit of an interesting strategy because normally the undercut at this track is king. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he can do anything with an overcut strategy. Yeah,
Benzilla didn't get the release of that he probably would have wanted, but Fluffy Drake in the pits now should be going on a set of mediums or even softs. So he's going on a set of softs. Does he have to fix his wing? No, he doesn't. So he's been careful on his wing. So he's been away from the wall.
WRL Hamilton never repaired his front wing.
Unless he did, but destroyed it.
That is a possibility. Fuck off, Reese, is what I'm going to say to that, because I'm busy. Yeah, let's see if there's anything else. I think the closest we've got to an overtake is WRL Hamilton behind Benzilla. Benzilla was in that battle at, toward like first place, wasn't he?
Yes, but he's just pitted. So, but
yes, so if WRL Hamilton's pitted as well, which he has, he's caught them up massively with a massive undercut there.
Yes, and we just got a fast lap by Alex David by 144.0. So new fastest lap for us here, and the fastest lap we've had so far in all 4 tiers if I get this right. I can't remember from last. I can't remember from GP2.
Bromson pits, as does Clarkey.
And as does the leader pits as well, who has gone on a set of softs. Does he keep the lead in front of W. Hamilton? He should do, but where will Pro Glitcher come out?
Right, Chippy King is in the lead now, thanks to that medium set of tyres that he's basically hauled out of.
Pro Glitcher gained a position on the Robert. If you just noticed this, Clark.
Oh yes, he has. That is an undercut. That is the brilliant undercut there.
Yeah, so professional, but Pro Glitcher has damaged it.
I think Bromson's just overtook Hamilton.
Yes, he has, but I thought I saw Pro Glitcher fix his wing. He must have not, because if he did, Ben Sinner would have got past him, but Ben Sinner far behind. But one person to watch here who's just passed W. Hamilton, Bromson, who is on a charge to catch up to the provisional leader of Pro Glitcher, but Pro Glitcher looks like they're catching up the leader of Chippy King, who has not pitted, if I get this right.
No, he's not, because he started on the mediums.
Yeah, so he'll be out in the lead for a couple more laps until he has to pit.
I think Rob is about to possibly put a move on Pro Glitcher, because he's pretty damn close even before the DRS, so Pro will lose time through the left-right here because of the lack of front wing that he's got. You know what, I might have spoke too soon there, because it looks like Pro Glitcher's managed to pull a bit on him there. Wait, what's Pro Glitcher doing? Oh, he's trying to steal a toe,
Yes, Robert gets closer there, but we'll get him on the second straight here.
I think what's going to decide this race is how quickly they can get past Chippy King here. I think that's what's going to either win or lose this race here, people. Is how quickly they can get past Chippy King. Because he's on an alternate strategy. These two are like basically charging up behind him on much fresher tyres. So it's going to be a case of who can get past him the quickest.
Yeah, they're catching Gamer King very quick, so will Gamer King battle with him, or will Gamer King let him pass?
Ben Zilla and Bromson are catching pretty quickly as well here. It looks like Chippy King's going to be causing a bit of the old Trilly train here. All aboard the Chippy train here, people. Yes, it is close, Best FIFA. It's very close. And Alex Dejoux is out of the race. Lost it on the straight. Both tyres off.
Both tyres off, the same as quality.
Red light gets a 3-second time penalty.
I don't know if you noticed, but it's actually the same place where he destroyed his car in quality.
Yes, it is.
But look at Pro Glitcher now. They're on the straight, taking a lot of curve, but Chippy King goes a bit wide, so this will probably be a move. There's a yellow flag here. Oh, getting very close.
No overtaking here. Wait, now they can overtake. Yeah, I think Pro Glitcher's been held by Chippy King a bit here, because Chippy King was incredibly slow through the left right here. They're going to be 3 wide going to the first corner, people. Oh, and Rob had to back out of it there. That's unfortunate, because like that could have been an interesting look at. Oh, and the Williams has gone off. That's Chippy King. Chippy King's gone off. And Rob has just taken the lead out of all that.
Yeah, Rob pushed Pro Glitcher into Chippy King. That's made Chippy King lose the 3 positions. There. Not the best for Chippy King, but still he's made 8 positions. Still a good race, but he still has to pit here.
We have a 5-way battle, a 6-way battle even for first place here. This is a pretty damn exciting race. This is probably more exciting than the real life Baku Grand Prix, people. Oh, we're in for a race here.
Yeah, so Ben Zilla will be looking for a gap on Pro Glitcher, and he'll be looking to cut Pro Glitcher off here. Will one of them be daring to make a move up the castle section? They have to be. They have to trust their driver. Their
Hamilton's losing time over fifth to the cars ahead now, because he's stuck behind Chippy King here, which is not going to help his causes whatsoever.
Yes, Hamilton should get GP1 on the straight, but I'll stay on board with him. If you want to go with the leaders, just in case.
Yeah, I'll go with the leaders here. Let's have a look. So Proglic is starting to fall a bit behind Rob here, which is not good. Not good here. This is a very exciting race at the moment.
Yes, I'll go on board with W. Hamilton, who's going for the move here. Get the DRS as well.
This is a brilliant move here. I think this is going to be where GP1 pits now. He's got to pit, surely. And he does.
Yes, he pits. So an easy move for W. Hamilton, but not the best.
The 6-way fight is now a 5-way fight, but only if WRL Hamilton can catch up to this leading pack here.
Yes, if you notice there's if he
Proglic
catches up,
is no longer within DRS range either, so this is going to cause problems for Proglic here. Because now the cars behind him are going to be queuing up to overtake.
Yeah, if you notice, half the top three, if W. Hamilton catches up, this would be a battle for who would if W. Hamilton passes Bromson, that means he would gain a position on him in the championship, as they're 1 point behind each other. I don't know what order it goes in, but one of them are behind each other by 1 point. But Proglic is losing time, so it won't be helpful for Ben Siller, who has been showing a lot of form so far in this bit of the season, who did well at Canada. And one person that we haven't really heard of, Jigglypuff. Can't see him. Where's Jiggly? Oh, Jigglypuff.
He never made it. He lagged out between quali and the race.
Oh, mate. My mistake then. I thought I read his name
that's
down.
A mistake by Proglic there. Poor exit onto the straight here. He's going to get overtaken possibly by 3 cars if he's not careful. Yeah, Ben Ziller's right in the DRS zone here. He's going to breeze wait, what's... Oh, I thought he was going into the pits there. You need to be careful, because if you cross that line 2 minutes times, the stewards will award you a penalty, possibly. Yeah, it looks like Proglic has got problems here. I'm wondering if he's suffering from the same brake issues that I suffered from in the GP2 race, maybe. Because he is losing time hand over fist now to the car ahead.
Yeah, well, that happens. W. Hamilton's back in the pits, who has just fixed his wings, and has gone on a fresh set of super soft. So will he go for the fastest lap? One to get the award for the award.
I did not see that coming. Ben Ziller with a cheeky dive bomb. Doesn't quite pull it off though. He does have another look going into the chicane here, but it doesn't quite work. And I think Proglic just manages to hold him off there.
Yes, Proglic will be sweating buckets out by now. His parents will be having to go to pound shop to get more buckets because they can't afford anymore. But Bromson loses it and lost his whole wing.
Oh, Bromson! You can't write a book like this! Oh my god, he's one of the main championship contenders, man!
I think you can write a book like this, you just put what happened.
You always have to ruin my fucking brilliant turns of phrases, don't you?
Well,
anyway, Ben Ziller is now on the arse of Proglic here, so back to the main course of action here.
Yes, but we might not be able to write a book about these two battling it out, because it would be 1,000 pages here, as it's been a good battle out between these two, even through Canada, if I remember rightly, these two battling. So they're experienced to battling, so they will trust each other through the through Baku, so they don't put each other in the wall. But Proglic, I think, just touched the wall there.
I think Hamilton's going to jump Bromson by the time Bromson comes out the pits, because like WRL Hamilton is not that far behind at all, man.
He's got him by miles.
Yeah, it's got by a country mile. As Dreadlight also pits, it looks like some people are now converting to the 2-stop. This is probably the best time to do it if you want to get the most out of a set of super soft tyres, though. So, yeah, Hamilton's gone. Hamilton's long gone, and he's only 6 seconds behind Gamer King, who is on a set of medium tyres.
Yeah, I would just say Dreadnought had to pit because he had a whole he had like an orange wing, so he would have been losing a lot of time against his competitors, whoever he was behind. I can't remember, but this battle for second is really hotting up.
AOR Charlie, it says he's on medium tyres, but I'm spectating him and it's showing him on softs.
I'm spectating him and it says he's on medium, so...
What colour are the tyres if you go on board with him?
Mediums.
Right, so we'll take it that he's on mediums and that this is a graphical glitch on my end. So just ignore the yellow stripes, people, when we're on board with Charlie, and pretend that they're white, okay? Because he's actually on medium tyres, so just ignore that. Anyway, back to a fight here. Benzilla's now still can't find a way past Pro Glitcher. I'm not sure what, if Pro Glitch is cheekily running a quali engine mode just to keep ahead on the straights there or something. But he's doing pretty good at holding Benzilla at bay, which is pretty good. So, any other... Oh, we've got a Brumson v NW Noel here, which is going to be pretty good. Because Brumson is on a fresh set of supers, and Noel is on a set of softs. I'm not sure how old those softs are, though. But I can guarantee you they won't be as fresh as those supers that Brumson's on. As WRL Hamilton sets the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, fastest lap of the race, but actually... We don't well has no I just flicked to Brompton again, so I thought Noel had DRS there, sorry, but Brompton not getting that close. So is has Noel got a 2-1 wings on for a straight line speed here, but it'll be a slow round the corners, losing the rear end there. Brompton will be looking to get DRS here. What are you laughing at?
Someone thanking me for pronouncing his name correctly. Right, so back on to the approach to the main straight here, and it looks like a much better run here out of the corner from Benzilla, as Pro Glitcher did run wide coming out of the corner here. So is this going to be the opportunity that Benzilla has been waiting for? I'm not sure it is. Well, I just noticed also Benzilla's got to be careful because of fuel here. And Pro Glitch is doing a bit of the old Hamilton weave on the straights to try and break the slipstream.
Yes, well, that
Benzilla closed in massively.
Oh, that's a glitch. But that's a glitch for me, but the glitch, I didn't see how Brompton got in front of Noel, because on my screen, Brompton kind of punted him out of the way, but then it kind of lagged him back onto the track. So
a look on the bright side, though, at least Noel hasn't lagged out of a race so far, today at least. So at least
yes, I don't know if you noticed,
but he lags out of every race that we do. Gamer King has been passed by WRL Hamilton as well, I've just noticed. And Benzilla is all over the rear of Pro Glitcher. He's going for the move. No, not quite. Pro Glitcher shuts the door. We've got an interesting fight here, people. We've got fights everywhere.
Yes, this could be the fight this season, but don't forget we still have loads of races to go.
Benzilla's got a run on Hamilton here. They're going side by side through the double left-hander here, and it's going to be a matter of who's got the best brakes going into the corner here. And yes, he just leaves Pro Glitcher the space on the exit there, and that is him ahead of Pro Glitcher. But now here comes the interesting part, because Pro Glitcher has now got DRS on him, so he's going to breeze right past him again. As Gamer King retires, castle section.
To let you know, he parked at the post office, so he'll be looking to send a postcard to his whoever put him in the wall, or probably send a postcard to his engineers to pick him up. But while we carry on this, a lot of people getting positions here. We just see AOR Charlie, we're getting a point now because of Gamer King. Fluffy Drake's behind him, not that far behind actually. Actually, Fluffy Drake behind AOR Charlie, I think it is. Yes, it is. So they're very close, 1.5 seconds, but even closer is the two people battling for second. But Pro Glitcher does look like he is falling behind now. So will his wing be damaging his tyres? And don't forget at the
I
end.
tell you a fight you need to watch out for: Dreadlight v NW Knoll. Because Knoll, as you know, is on a set of softs that are slightly worn, and Dreadlight has been catching him now for a couple of laps on a set of supers.
Yeah, and Noel just made a mistake there, almost put it in the wall there. I don't know if you noticed on
No, I didn't see that. I was just looking at the Delta times. Pro Glitch has lost DRS to Benzilla now, so I think that's all she wrote for the battle for second place, unless something drastic happens.
Yeah, look, he's not hasn't got that much fuel, so he's lean, so he'll be looking gain the fuel.
Yeah, but Benzilla was
Crisco
borderline on fuel as well. Yeah, Crisco with the fastest lap of the race there. Well spotted there, Sammy.
Yeah, well, 142 point something, flying lap, if I got to say. But just go to the fastest laps, 142.6. And the second fastest lap was by W. Hamilton with a 143.3, so that just shows
how fast no! Castle section! Oh my god, the commentators curse, man! I just cursed him. I was like, oh, at least it hasn't lagged out. And then he goes and fucking bins it. Oh man!
Yes, you cursed him, but you haven't cursed anyone trying.
Who's currently being pursued by Frothy Drake, though, I will point out, as someone well spotted in the stream chat pointed out. Yeah, this is getting tasty here for the battle for the 9th and 10th place here.
Yes, Charlie will be sweating out.
No one says he didn't bin it, so that suggests maybe a bit of controversy.
Well, we'll see through these penalties, but 3-second penalty for Benzilla here. So Bronson, Pro Glitcher, if he keeps 3 seconds behind Benzilla, Bronson will probably get second. I don't know if Pro Glitcher, has a 3-second penalty, so I'll just check.
I don't know what was going on there with Frothy Drake, but it looks as though like there was literally no slipstream effect. I'm wondering if this is the rumoured slipstream glitch back in the game. Because I did hear a rumour that there was a slipstream glitch back in the game where if people leave the session, you get no slipstream. And I'm wondering if this is what's happened, because despite having DRS, Frothy Drake gained literally nothing on the straight until it was the braking zone.
Yes, but he might be using... Charlie might be using your setup with the 2-1 win.
That could also be a factor, but then you've got to ask, is Frothy Drake using my setup as well, though? And according to Noel, it sounds like he had a screen freeze and then it rejoined him in the middle of the wall. So a weird bit of a fuck-up there from Cody's, possibly.
Yeah, I don't know if you just noticed, but Charlie weaved twice on the straight, so... I'm wondering if he's trying to let.
I wonder if he's trying to let Frothy Drake know that he's got an issue. I wonder if Charlie's got braking issues like I did in GP2, mate.
Yeah, he's looking up very bad, so this wouldn't help his tyres. But I wish we could see.
Well, there's that, and then there's also
the data.
Charlie's got brake issues. I think Charlie's got brake issues.
Yeah, he's.
I'll have to have a look at his lap times to be sure. If he's losing about 4 seconds, then he's got brake issues.
He's not losing any time, but we're going side by side now. If just Benzilla, but
Charlie's letting through there. Charlie's letting through, I think. I was too busy looking at the lap times there.
Be looking to get the edge.
There's nothing suggesting that he's got brake issues, so I'm not sure why Charlie's going slow there. I know everyone doesn't have brake issues, but I'm saying that I wonder if Charlie does, because he's suddenly dropped well off the pace, mate. I think we have some technical issues. Yes, we have some technical issues, people. I have lost my co-commentator for the moment. I'll see if it's just if he reconnects in a second, but I'll have to do this. But right, Sam is back. Sam is back. Never mind. Right, Noel is
Wait,
saying
what
he's had
happened?
screen freezes all throughout the race, so... I was saying I think Charlie might have brake issues, but I'm not 100% sure. And then someone said in the chat that not everyone has brake issues, and I just said no. I think it's just Charlie because of the fact that Charlie's just dropped off the pace massively. If Charlie, if you are having braking issues, try doing what I did and put the brake pressure back. That sort of fixed it to the point where I could try and later last minute charge for second. No, I'm not playing the technical difficulty song again because I'll end up getting a copyright strike like I did last time.
Who did that?
No, best people saying to play the technical difficulties song again. But it's okay, we're fixed now.
I got you a copyright. Remember when I got you a copyright?
So, yeah, don't do it again, Sammy. Try and have a look. There's not really any fights now. Everyone's sort of like spaced out a bit.
Yeah, should we say stuff? Oh well, W Hamilton.
With a 3-second time penalty here. Now. Charlie might be able to hear me though because he is watching the stream, mate. So.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. While there's no battles, I think we'll bring some news on the league. For the league. Just to say, guys, we are going to expand to Forza Motorsport 7. Maybe if we can, we might do some sticks, as some guys might not get it. But with and Project Cars 2, these will be starting after Christmas, probably a year after, and these will be run by your main owner of the league, me, AXME, F1 Ben, and Awash Flash on for Forza. We will be doing every 4 months, I got this right, a Le Mans race and an IndyCar race, Indy 500, but it'll be only like 50 laps or even an hour race. And we are adding some new thing called a Triple Crown, so you would have to race either in the Project Cars, Forza, and the F1 League. You basically have to race in the F1 League, but you would have to win the Le Mans either on Project Cars or Forza, even both. IndyCars, you would have to either win it on Forza or Project Cars, and then you would have to win the Monaco Grand Prix on the F1. That has if Pro Glitch does join the other leagues, he has a chance of getting no, sorry, Dreadlight. If Dreadlight wins, because Dreadlight won last Monaco race last season, so if he ever joins the other leagues and wins the Mons and IndyCars, he'll be triple crowner. It'll be called the URL Triple Crown. And one thing, follow the URL account on Twitter at URL at Ultra RL 17 to get more news. And we have a yellow flag here. Oh, red light. Red light.
Yeah, castle section, red light. He's gonna have Fluffy Drake on his case in a minute. Yeah, it still doesn't make it behind. Yeah, he's gonna get it anyway because Bradlight will have to pit because of his wing, and he might actually destroy his car because of the wing. And he's not a type of driver that will. Yeah. And another news: after Christmas, we will bring out a new. I'm gonna call it. Dreadlight's gonna bin it in the left-right section. I'm gonna call it right now.
He's already been passed there.
No, he's not. He's approaching it right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was clever and braked. I was expecting him to go through at full throttle or something, but no. Well, that's Charlie and Frothy Drake passing Dreadlight now. Who's going to have to pit for a new front wing and a new set of tyres.
I think the time screen. Oh no, it's not. It's fixed itself for the Dreadlight. Had a 5-second stop go back.
Speeding in the pits, naughty.
Yeah. AWR Charlie getting close to Frothy Drake. Now getting the DRS here, not getting the best exit that you would have wanted, so it doesn't look like he'll pass him again.
Charlie's still got issues under braking. I'm not sure if it's the same issue as what I had, but he does seem to be locking up a lot.
Yes, I will just say this: our debut debut race leader as well. The debut race for Robert, who is on his last lap, and he'll look like he'll be winning the race. But Pro Glitcher has fallen 5 seconds behind Ben Siller, so Ben Siller will get second place now because Ben Siller had a 3-second penalty. But there still could be penalties added. But I was just going to say before I got interrupted by myself saying that Charlie and that Dreadlight was destroyed on his car almost. We are making a new website. We were making.
Oh, Frothy Drake has just bucked up the corner there, and Charlie is going to be right in the zone there to possibly make a pass on the DRS, provided he doesn't lock his tyres up too badly through the final corner. And yeah, looks like a decent exit here from Charlie, so he's going to possibly get a good run on him here, provided he doesn't mark up the left-right section, which he doesn't. So now he's going to be in Richmond, so he's going to be running incredibly close on fuel. But he's going to have to try and make the overtake, and if he doesn't do it here, he's going to have to save fuel in the middle sector so he can have a final go into the light on the last lap sprint to the finish line. But yeah, that was pretty close there from Charlie, but he didn't quite pull it off, unfortunately. And he's going to have another look, possibly with DRS assistance on this straight. But as I said, I don't think Slipstream is working. Yes, he's just under fuel just now. But I don't think Slipstream is working at the moment. I think we've got a Slipstream glitch.
He's gone for the move.
He's gone for the move. Frothy Drake has left him the space there. And now Charlie's going to... Oh! A bit of contact there, unfortunately. That's going to hamper Charlie's momentum going through that corner. And now they're going through the chicane here. Now they need to try not to take too much curve there. Straighten the wheel up as quickly as possible for the best exit. And it looks like Charlie's trying to distract him with a little dart to the right there. And now we're going to have to go through the castle section. Charlie's really going to have to save as much fuel as he can through here if he wants any chance of pulling off an outstanding Bottas v Stroll moment from the real-life Baku Grand Prix this year. And he's in standard mixture. I think it's just going to be short shift as much as he can just to save enough fuel here. He's down to lean mixture. Yes, he's doing all the right things so that he can have one last pop at the cherry. But I don't think it's going to be enough. And I've just missed out on Rob crossing the finish line because this battle for the 9th and 8th places is so good. I've just missed the opportunity to catch our race winner. But yeah, here we go through the left-right here. I don't think it's going to be enough for Charlie to get him. He's not going to pump it into Rich Mix yet, which is probably a mistake. And I think he's going to run out of fuel before he gets to the line. Yeah, yeah, not enough. Charlie!
No.
Charlie, you fucking wanker.
You wank stain. You make your wheel. Oh, look at his wheels now.
You idiot, Charlie.
I laugh he didn't cross the line. That wouldn't made me laugh. But Crisco will be here for a year.
Crisco has ran out of fuel, people. He has ran out of fuel. So insert the 8 fucking hours later like joke from Family Guy right here, because that's how long it's going to take to get to the finish line.
Yeah, and I don't know, he's just been punted by an AI, but we'll just go down the order now then. So, Robert, his first win, and we'll probably get an interview with him. He has a mic when we interview people. And then we have Ben Stiller in second, who we hope to get an interview as well. Then we have Pro Glitcher, who will hope to get an interview as well with the top 3. And then we have Clarky, W. Hamilton.
I'm not sure if we're going to have enough time for the interviews because it's getting very close to IRS for me to have to go and all that.
I might do an IRS, but oh well. This week we might have to miss out with the interviews, but yes. Then we have Chippy King in 6th, 7th Bronson, 8th Fluffy Drake, Iowa Charlie in 9th, and Crisco, who is taking forever and probably going to set the fastest lap ever of a 2:29 so far. Oh, 3 minutes actually. In 10th. And then we have 11th Red Light, and then your DNFs. I couldn't see it. I will just say this when it'll come up on the screen. When this game can hurry up. This is when you get the 10 hours later, or 10 years, or when you pop your mum's cherry years later.
So, yes, unfortunately there's not going to be any time for interviews because I've got to be off ski to IRS, which will be at Monaco. So, yeah, we'll just watch the podium, I guess, and do a quick round off before we end the stream, people.
Yes, not the best race for WRL Hamilton or Brompton, who just, almost destroyed his car really at the castle section. Who actually has been, I think, if this was actually right, WRL Hamilton has been passed. Sorry, Brompton has been passed by WRL Hamilton in the Drivers' Championship now. But don't forget, this is still the first bit of the season. So anything could happen, especially in the real life season of this year. Anything could happen. Because the second half of the season could not be your year.
The interviews in a way that would be broadcastable, unless he was to do it on his mixer. Maybe. Apart from that, he doesn't really have anything to capture the audio with like I do. And thank you, Best FIFA, for wishing me luck on the Monaco race. That now means I'm going to crash out, unfortunately.
About me, man.
Oh dear. Anyway, that was
what about me?
Let's do the round off, Sammy. So that was the roundup. That was the URL Season 2 Round 8 F1 tier at Baku. Thank you very much for watching, people. Let's see if Sammy has anything to add before I turn off the stream.
Yeah, same time. We'll be here the same time next week at Austria. So I think, if I remember rightly, this could be Brompton's favourite track. I'm not the best at remembering this, but oh well. We will see you guys next week, and I'll hand you back to Andrew to finish it off.
Right, thank you very much for watching, people. Hit the like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already for more F1 content. And we'll see you next time.